Okay, is screen share. Today, as these are starting days, I am going at a slow pace. So yesterday I have told you these things in the video also, but still we will take one more time through NCERT itself. Okay, let's see. Let me open your chat window also. Okay, the chat window is not visible. Okay, it's here. Got good. Okay, it will not come in full screen. Chat window is coming only in this screen. So let me close this. Don't worry. In some days now we will be habitual with all these things. Now, chapter name is lines and angles. I hope this is visible to you. Hmm. Okay. So some simple introduction. I've marked for you. I'm going to read. First of all, we all know to make a line, we need minimum how many points? We need minimum 2 points. But sir, screen is blur. Still, I guess the screen is okay now. All of you, please mention P or R. Yes, it is okay now. Moksh, good. Now see. Okay, I got. Leave now, beta. Khushi, Lakshay, all of you are typing P. Okay. Now see. So minimum we require 2 points to draw a line. From that they have started the chapter. After that they are saying in this chapter we will study properties of angles formed when two lines intersect each other. So we have to understand. One second. Let me take a pen. One second. Let me take black. Let me take orange. One second. ठीक है. Now you have to study. We will study the properties of angles formed when two lines intersect each other. So we have seen when two lines intersect, angles are formed like this. We all know we have to study their properties in this chapter. So first thing we study is properties of angles formed when two lines intersect, and second thing that we study is properties of angles formed when a line intersects two or more parallel lines at distinct points. You must be remembering the concept that we have done in class 8, where we had two lines like this and there was a transversal. Yes, class, do you remember that? Please mention, do you remember that we studied? Yes. So the first thing that we study in this chapter is properties of angles when lines intersect. Second thing we study is the properties of angles when lines two or more parallel are there and there is one transversal. So in this case, angles formed are these. You can see these are the angles formed. We all know these angles are known as, okay, let me make it a little bit larger for you. One second. Now, when two lines intersect, when there are two lines and there's a transversal, we call it, suppose, line L, line M, and this is the transversal line N. This is angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now, one by one, I will ask you, you have to answer with the name itself. Please tell me, amongst these 8 angles, which are the corresponding angles? Please tell which amongst these are the corresponding angles that we have done in last class. Please write the names. Moksh is saying 1 and 5, correct beta? 1 and 3, no, beta, 1 and 3 are not these, what you say, corresponding angle. 1 and 3 are vertically opposite angles. And then 2 and 6, Utkarsh, good beta. 4, 8, Ananya 2, 6 is correct. Then Mehak 2, 6, Parkhi 2, 6, okay. Gunjan saying 2, 3. Gunjan Bhatt 2 and 3 is wrong. First of all, Gunjan Bhatt, you should be there with your correct name. I think it is Abhishek Bhatt, but it's okay. Be with your correct name, okay. Then Anuranjan is saying 3, 7. Laksh saying 4, 8. Laksh saying 4, 8. Anuranjan, okay. Ojaswini saying 3, 7. Krish saying 3, 7. Sir, sorry, 1, 3 were vertical opposite angle. Okay, beta, correct. Jasnoor 3 and U. 3 and U, beta. U कौन सा है इसके अंदर? Then we have Tavleen 37. Tavleen 37. Okay, beta. So you are almost correct. We have discussed in the last class also the angles which are looking at the same angle or the same side. They are corresponding angles. We have this trick. So you can see 1 and 5 are saying on the same side like this. Similarly, 2 and 6. Then we can say 3 is looking in the same direction as 7. 4 is looking in the same direction as 8. So hence these are corresponding angles. So 1, 5, 4, 8, 2, 6 and 3, 7 are the corresponding angles. Apart from this, one second, let me erase the arrows. Okay, now we discuss the next angle, that is vertically opposite angles. When we all know when two lines intersect, in yesterday's lecture also I have told you, when two lines intersect, then only we get vertically opposite angles. So in this case, please help me. What are the vertically opposite angles? Bhavya is saying 1, 3, good beta. 1, 3, better come with more examples also. 1, 3 is done. 5, 7, Vaishnav, good. 4, 6, 4, 6 is not correct beta. 4, 6 not correct. Who was saying? 2, 4, Gurleen, 2 and 4 correct. 5, 7, Mehak, correct beta. 6, 8, oh, Soham Babbar, 6 and 8, correct beta. Khushi is saying 2, 4, correct. Prisha, 6 and 8. Okay, so almost you all know vertically opposite angles are formed when two lines intersect each other. So in this case, this angle 1 and 3 are vertically opposite angles. Similarly, 2 and 4 are vertically opposite angles. 6 and 8 are vertically opposite angles, and 5 and 7 are vertically opposite angles. Now I'm going to ask the third thing that we have studied in the last class, that is alternate interior angles. Please help me find that alternate interior angles. And don't mind if I'm not able to take your name, because there are many students. Yuvika 1 and 3, 2 and 4. Okay, you are taking that one. 1 and 6, Gurleen Kaur. 1 and 6 is not correct, Gurleen. 1 and 6 are not alternate interior. Vaishnav is saying 3 and 6, Utkarsh 4 and 6. Utkarsh is correct. Vaishnav is wrong because 3 and 6 are not alternate interior angles. Okay. Then Ayush saying 4, 6 correct. 2, 5, Tanmay Arora. 2, 5. No, beta Tanmay. They are not alternate interior angles. Parkhi saying 3 and 5. Correct, beta. Bhavya 4 and 6 correct. Yuvika 3, 5. Okay, correct. Then Sargam is saying 3, 5. Okay. And Soham 2, 8. Soham 2 and 8 are exterior. Sorry, they are alternate exterior angles, beta Soham. They are not alternate interior. You have to understand what are interior, what are exterior. Ananya saying 3 and 5. Correct, beta. Okay, let's see now. I said we are discussing about alternate interior angle. They need to be alternate. What do you mean by alternate? There should be a gap of one angle. Then they should be interior. They should not be exterior. Okay. So you can see in this figure, interior angles are 4, 3, 6 and 5. That is for sure. There are only 4 interior angles in this figure. Out of these 4, which are forming alternate interior angle is the question. If you see 4 is coming on this side, this Z you can see like this, a Z is forming. So this is our interior angle 4 and this is the other interior angle 6. They are forming a Z and they both are in the interior. So they are known as alternate interior angles. Similarly, you can form a opposite Z like this, and you can see that 3 and 5 are also coming in this Z only, and they are in the interior, hence they are also alternate interior angles. Make sure you are understanding the word interior. Okay. Now, after discussing alternate interior angle, why we are leaving alternate exterior? Let's discuss that also. Please help me. What are the alternate exterior angles? Vaishnav is saying 2 and 8. Okay, beta. Then 1 and 7, correct, Vaishnav. Parki 1 and 7, correct. Mehak 2, 8, okay. Tavleen 1, 7, Bhavya 1, 7, correct, beta. Kamal Jyot. Yuvika 2, 8, 1, 7, very good. Dipanshi 1, 7, good, beta. So I hope all of you understood what are alternate exterior angle. Let's see. Krish is saying 2, 8, 1, 7. Okay, beta. 2, 8, 1, 7, correct. Raghav, good, beta. 2 and 8. Drishti Bharadwaj 2817. Okay, you have considered both the angles. Good. Now let's see. As we have seen in the case of interior angles, we should see what are the exterior angles. Exterior angles are those angles which are on the external side. And if you see angle 1, angle 2, angle 7 and angle 8 are the outsider angles. So when they are outsider, they are known as exterior angles. Now we have to understand what are alternate exterior angles. And if you see, this 1 and this 7 are alternate and they are exterior. Similarly, 2 and 8 are like that only. Now, last but not the least, we have studied a property, interior angle on the same side of transversal. If you all remember, we have studied that interior angles on the same side of transversal. Please help me know what are the two pairs of interior angles which are on the same side of transversal. Ananya is saying 4, 5, very good, beta. 3, 6, correct. Tanmay 3, 4, 5, okay. Just note 3, 6, very good. Aryaman 3, 6, Garima 4, 5, okay. Gurleen 3, 6, correct, beta. So all of you know this thing, very good. Now tell me one thing. This last thing I want to ask from all of you. If I say in these kind of figures, 4 and 6, which are alternate interior angles, again, listen to me very carefully. If I say 4 and 6, which are alternate interior angles, they are always equal. In that case, am I correct or not? If I say they are always equal, 4 and 6, Moksh is saying yes. Beta, if you think I have not used the condition, Vaishnav, very good. No. You all are saying yes. Pranav, very good, beta. No. Bhavya, no. Now no will come. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, can anyone tell me why this no is coming now? What is the reason behind this no? Why it is not possible always? Please tell me that reason. Why it is no? Because line may be or may not be corresponding angles and then vertically opposite angles. Okay. Okay. They should be parallel and very good, beta. Ananya, Moksh, you are correct, beta. But the thing is, this VOA, vertically opposite angles, is nothing to take with parallel lines, but corresponding angles, alternate interior angles, and all these properties, for these to be equal, this line L and M should be parallel. If they are not parallel, you can't say that 4 and 6 are equal. Okay. Similarly, 3 and 5 are only equal if L and M are parallel. Okay. Now, we know 3 and 6 are interior angles on the same side of transversal. You can see transversal is N, 3 and 6 are coming on the same side. So when L and M are parallel, in that case, angle 3 plus angle 6 equal to how much? 180 degree. So this is also a property that interior angles on the same side of transversal are supplementary if lines are parallel. Okay. So today we have just seen what we have done in the last class. Yes, beta Parki, because they should be parallel. Good. Now we will continue with the topic. Why are we studying this? Let's see. I'm telling you in the starting, I'm taking a lot of time so that you become habitual again with the process. Once you are habitual, we have to increase the speed, because these chapters, I will have to do most of the questions. Unlike the last 4 chapters that we have done, in which I was using only examples and you were doing all the questions. Because here you have to use a different mindset for all the questions. Okay. Now let's see what is next. Now they are telling us the importance. One more thing, NCERT is giving you this introduction part. We should always read this. Okay. So in this you can read in daily life, different types of angles formed between the edges of plane surfaces. We can see the books around us, the houses, the buildings, they all have angles at different places. So we are dealing with angles daily life. Similarly, if you want to make a model of that, you will need to have knowledge of angles. Then only you can have some sticks and draw parallel sticks, and then you can slant them to make the hut. Okay. Similarly, I have told you in the lecture also, architect has to draw a plan for multi-storied building. She has to draw intersecting lines and parallel lines at different angles. So you can understand, if architect is not having knowledge of these lines and angles, how she could draw these lines. Okay. Similarly, in science also I've told you the properties of light, that is reflection and refraction. You will study reflection and refraction. Okay, I can't teach you science right now, but I can give you a little bit idea. The thing is, reflection and refraction both consider there are two nature of light. Particle nature, if you know, there are two nature of light. Anyone who knows? One second. Where is the chat window? Chat window is missing. 1 second, beta. Not able to see a chat window. Oh, some issue is coming in the chat window. Where is it? The 1 second. Yes, I've got. Yes, anyone who knows the dual nature of light? Anyone who have heard of this dual nature of light? Particle nature and? Okay, leave if you don't know. Are you there or not? Because no one came. Okay, one answer came. Prisha, no. Parky, no. Okay, now it's okay. Particle and wave. Okay, so you are quite near. Let's see. So if we take light as a ray, that is a nature. If you take it as a particle, that is a different nature. Okay. Now to study reflection, you must have seen that there is a wall like this. Suppose there is a bottom surface. Light you show like this is coming at some particular angle with the normal. Suppose you say it is 30 degree with the normal, and you know after reflection, if this is a mirror, after reflection it will go with the same angle like this. So you can see in reflection you have used lines and angles. Similarly in refraction, what we do is, suppose this is water and this is air. You have seen when you put a pencil inside this surface, what happens? The above surface is okay, which is in air, but the surface in water is little bit bent. Why it is bent? Because of refraction. The lines are bending when they are coming from water. So this bending phenomena, this light phenomena, you are going to understand only with the help of these concepts of lines and angles. I hope you are getting the usage of these things in our daily life. Okay. Now, please type P if you are getting what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to convey over here. Very good. Moksh, Bhavya, Jasnoor, Utkarsh, good beta. Parki, okay, good. Suhavni, very good. Now, let's see. Who is this Vivo 1814? Beta, don't come with these names, okay? Please come with your proper name. I've told you when you join, you have that option of changing the name. Now, one more thing is there. They are saying to find height of a tower. In class 10, we will study about this. To find height of a tower or distance of a ship from lighthouse, one needs to know the angle. Now, what they are trying to say, let's see. Suppose we have Qutub Minar. Suppose I have Qutub Minar here. It is very tall. You are standing over here and you want to measure its height. What will you do? Will you use an inchy tape to measure it? No, you can't use inchy tape to measure it because it's not feasible. So in this case also, what is going to help us? Angles are going to help us. How? We will just find the distance between the person and the building. Suppose it is 10, and then we will try to find the angle from the eyes to the top of the building like this. Suppose I have found the angle as 60 degree. In that case, it will be very easy for me to find this height. How? If you can see, we have formed a triangle in which this is 90-degree angle. Class, I think only 4 minutes are left. Sorry, 3 minutes are left. So I will be closing the class after 3 minutes so that you can join. Oh no, this is 8:35, na? Sorry, yesterday also I finished the class before time. Let me see. Timing is 8:35. So we have 7 minutes now. Don't worry. Let's see. So in the height of Qutub Minar, you have found this thing, suppose 10, this thing has 60-degree. Now you can easily find this using trigonometry. What is trigonometry? You will study about trigonometry in class 10th. They are simple ratios like sine theta, cos theta, tan theta. They will help us to find this. Also, you know, we are able to find distance between two planets. Suppose we have sun, or you can say between earth. You want to find the distance. Similar things are helping us over there because there is no such inchy tape which can help us to measure the distance. So we have to take help of lines and angles only to find these large and huge distances. I hope you are getting the usage of all these things. Now you must be thinking, sir, I'm not going to study mathematics in what you say future. Why is it useful for me? Till class 10th, whatever we study is just a general idea that will help you in all the fields of life, wherever you go. Okay, so never underestimate till class 10th. These are basic knowledge that you should know. Okay, now basic terms and definitions we have already done in the lecture. You can see my lecture that I have uploaded on YouTube channel. In that you can see all these points are covered, like line. What is a line? Line is having arrows on both the ends. Then it can be extended on both the ends. It is having negligible breadth. I've explained over there. When you take a portion of line, it becomes line segment like this. It is having two endpoints. What is a ray? Ray is having only one endpoint and one arrow. This is a ray, this is a line, and this is a line segment. Okay. Now we have discussed in that video what are collinear points. Collinear points are those points which lie on a line, or when you join them, they are forming a straight line. Then they are known as collinear points. If three points are like this, you can see there is no line which can pass through these three. Hence, they are known as non-collinear points. Okay. Then we discussed what is an angle. Angle is formed when there are two rays like these having a common vertex. So suppose we have a ray AO and a ray BO. Then this is the angle. These AO and BO are the arms. Now, can you please help me? What is the angle name? What is the angle name of O? Yes, beta. Yes, ma'am. Geeta, ma'am. I've seen 5 minutes are left. Please, students, help me with the angle name. AOB. Very good, beta. Sir, we have to write in copy. Just no, don't worry. Whatever there is in my lecture, you write that in the copy. We will try to use these Zoom classes for discussion only. Okay. Kamaljot, ABC, ABC, Kamaljot, B, C is not there, beta. Why you are bringing C over here? Ansh, BOA, good, beta. Okay, AOB or BOA, very good, Yuvika. You can name it as both the things. So the main thing is angle should come in between. When you name an angle, angle should come in between. So whether you write AOB or you write angle BOA, it is the same thing. It shows AO is arm, BO is arm, and in between is angle O. Similarly, you can, to make it easy, you can assume it as 1 or any variable like small a, small b, small x, and then you can say angle AOB can also be written as angle x or angle 1 or angle 2. I use these, what you say, shortcuts to make the questions easy. Then we discussed about these angles that you have already seen in my lecture. Right angle is 90 degree, acute angle is more than 0, less than 90. Make sure it is more than 0, not equal to 0, okay? Then we have obtuse angle, straight angle, reflex angle. All of these I have discussed in my lecture. You can see over there. Apart from this, one more thing, these Zoom classes link that I have shared with you in my group, that link you need to carry with you because these Zoom classes will not be public. in YouTube. If you want to see the lectures again that we have discussed in Zoom class, you need to use that link only, because these are unlisted. The link, the people who are having the link, they can only see the Zoom classes. Okay. Now, acute angle we have seen. Now discussed about adjacent angles also. When there are three rays, like AB is a ray, BD is a ray, BC is a ray, having a common vertex B, we can say these two are the adjacent angles. Also, you can study over here, two angles are adjacent if they have a common vertex, common arm. You can see common vertex is B, common arm is BD, and non-common arms, that is BC and AB, are on different side of common arms. You can see AB is on this side and BC is on this side. So we can say angle 1 and angle 2 are adjacent angles. Okay. 2 minutes are left. Let's wrap it fast. So we can say angle ABC, the complete angle ABC is same as angle ABD plus angle DBC. We can write like this, no issue. Or you can say angle ABC is equal to angle 1 plus angle 2. Same thing. And you can see writing 1 and 2 makes it very easy for us to deal with it. Okay. Okay. So Ladan, I think we should wrap it now, and you can watch the lectures. Please switch on your video for last 2 minutes fast.